This is a Kirkendall Barrett presentation, darling.
Feed me, meow, meow, meow.
Because of this podcast, I'm a gay icon.
It's so hot. I'm so good looking. My salad dressing is amazing.
Like the internet at large, there are things you could do on the internet besides porn, but most of it's porn.
A lifetime of Hallmark.
Well, hello, everybody. It is your favorite day of the week. It is time for another episode of A Lifetime of Hallmark, where we talk about your favorite movies on both Lifetime and the Hallmark Channel and try to make sense of them. I am Les Kirkendall Barrett. Hello, Jason Bowers.
Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett.
And hello, Kurt Fitzpatrick.
Hello, Les Kirkendall Barrett, and hello, Jason Bowers.
Well, I am in Fresno, California at the Rogue Festival, and things are a little different, let's say. But
Why
I'm
do you say
here.
they're different? Like how different? How?
Are you going to? You'll discuss this publicly?
Oh, but let's just say there's some stuff going. There's some stuff going down. I'll tell you guys off mic.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. This is why we should have a Patreon, because people can
Right?
then log
That's what
into
we should
that.
have Patreon.
And they could find out all the
Behind the paywall.
dirty deeds going on in
Yes.
Fresno.
Yes.
Well, this is why we've been delayed in recording. And I sent something because Les has been delaying it because there's always something going on over there at this theater festival. So Les is at a theater festival for about a week and a half, right? That's how long these things usually last. And I wrote a message and I said, well, we're obviously going to get delayed again because Les is going to get sucked into doing a guest appearance in somebody else's show, someone's length impaired show. They're going to bring Les in to pad their show so it's now 50 minutes long or something like that. And Les was kind of insulted by that. And I realized when I was writing it, I was kind of getting angry at somebody
I was
else.
not insulted. I was
I
not
don't think
insulted.
Les would be insulted. That could be insulting to the other people if Les joins their show.
I was not
Saying
insulted.
that they need Les to make their show work.
Well,
I'm a draw.
it's happened before. But no, I will say that when I was writing that, I was thinking about somebody else who put me in their show, and I was getting mad as I was writing this to Les. So I was like, oh, I may be, misdirecting my anger towards
Right.
Les. So then
the
I
innocent
said,
party.
so you said, no, Kurt Fitz, and it's like at Kurt Fitzpatrick. I'm not you. I don't do these whorish guest appearances. You didn't see that, Jason?
Well, I mean,
I did not
because
say whorish.
when you guys talk about like the rogue world, I'm peripheral to all of it. I don't know any of these people. I don't know how any of this works. So I tune about 80% of it out.
I'm trying to be accessible, but so what happens is, okay, so let's just a little primer on this. So it's a theater festival. There's like a bunch of acts and people do shows. There we go. But sometimes somebody will have a show where they'll want like a special guest. And I've done many guest appearances. And so one of the reasons I do it is I'm trying to promote my own show. That's kind of my idea. I don't know if that helps, but you're also supporting perhaps your friend. And sometimes you seamlessly can work into the show and sometimes you're kind of shoehorned in. But I've done both. So I've done all kinds of things: storytelling shows, poetry shows, even though I'm not really a poet, improv shows. That's what I'm actually good at. Or sometimes they just put you in there somewhere. So so Les said, I'm not like you. I don't do like every show. I just do, these specific things, like specific cabarets. And then the next night, like Les got suckered into doing the poetry slam. And he doesn't even have any poetry. Doesn't even have any poetry. He had to
I
write a
didn't know
poem.
you as a poet, Les. Is this a new
Not a
thing?
But this is
poet.
what happens.
I'm not a poet.
I get sucked. I
I'm
would get
not.
sucked. I would get sucked into a ballet show. I'm sorry, I can't do the podcast. I have to learn a ballet number this afternoon. So it's the same thing. And
Yeah.
boy, it was a rare moment. I saw Les with like his tail between his legs. He's like, guys, So I think I think I rescinded my apology too because
How dare you?
it happened. It happened.
Well,
But I'll leave Les alone now. But
How dare
he
you?
had to get it. He had to get it.
How dare you rescind your apology?
I mean,
Well-
I ended up as a co-host of this podcast because I was asked to be a guest on it. So
True.
No, it's gonna.
And I said it works. I loved it. I did.
This
There's
is
an improv
true.
show there at Rogue. I had a great time doing that improv show, but I was like seamlessly in. Sometimes, well, there's someone we know who did a length impaired show where some people were being shoehorned in, but I'm not going to mention
A
names.
length impaired show.
We're not going to mention people's names. I'm sure that's all. I shouldn't
I
say
just
things like
like
Oh,
that.
I know the
concept
show
of
you're
something
talking
being
about.
length impaired.
Length impaired
Well,
because the show's got to be a certain length.
because the
Like,
show's got to be like 50 minutes and they only have like 30 or
yeah.
35. So they've got to like increase, the show's been advertised as it's going to be an hour long, but they only have
As
like 30
somebody
minutes.
that has gone to many, many, many shows over the years, some good, some bad, some terrible, everywhere in between, I can tell you with the full uh, with full throat, that if the show is shorter than advertised, nobody is going to have a problem with that. Nobody in the audience is going to get mad if the show is too short.
I think that's true. Yeah.
That's very true. I agree with you.
Yeah, but sometimes you've got to like they've got to some festivals. I think if you say you're an hour, then you have to be an hour. If you say you're 50 minutes, there are some people who do get annoyed
Yes.
because they're like, well, I planned on this. You'd be surprised. Well, people get annoyed at everything.
I
Anyway.
planned my hour around this, and your show
Yeah.
is only 40 minutes long.
Those festivals, are a trip. They have a couple people made documentaries about these festivals, but I don't know if they've quite like really tapped into it yet
No, they have not.
because it
No,
is
they
a
have not.
lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle that's changed over the years too. I think I think
Yes.
some of them had to clean up their act a bit
Yes.
with the changing times.
Yes.
It is interesting because I would assume like everyone, even if they've never done community theater, they sort of understand the world of community theater. But it feels like the Rogue Festival community is a very hyper specific one and varies depending on.
It's not community
I would
theater.
say.
Oh no,
it was
I
more
didn't mean to
Yeah.
compare it. I just meant the like people have an idea of what community theater is, and so they probably equate Rogue something like that, and it's not like that at all.
I would
No,
say this is
yeah.
more like vaudeville, and I'm not even kidding.
That's true. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like vaudeville. It really
Yeah,
is.
that has been said. Yeah. All I know is there was a festival where there was an after hours. There was like an after hours meetup, sort of a bar. I don't know what it was, and they would and they were only allowed to be open to a certain point. When that time hit, they just locked the doors and they said, "That's it. You're locked in here for the rest of the night. Just party away until 5 a.m. or 6 a.m."
Sounds like you're being like held hostage, literally.
No, I don't think we were locked in actually, but it was like they were
Well, they locked
they're
the
making an
door.
announcement like, okay, we legally have to close now, but you could stay till like 8 o'clock, or we'll just pretend nobody's here. That was Saskatoon. You never did Saskatoon, right, Les?
No, I never did.
That used to be a wild scene. They had to clean up their act. That's
Yeah.
oh man, that would be in the documentary. Anyway, if you want to know more about this, so look up the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. That's like the very first one.
That's the big one. I know that one.
Yeah, and so the ones in the U.S. and Canada are obviously smaller than that. But
Well, I'm
there's
doing
some
Edmonton, which
big
is pretty
one.
big.
Edmonton's the biggest one in North America. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so another thing is like there are a group of people who have been doing it for years who Kurt and I both have known for many, many
Yeah.
years.
Well, you and I have been in them for years. That's where I met Les back in
Yes.
2005.
In Cincinnati.
That's right.
In Cincinnati. And I met Kurt and I was like, this is going to be my mission to harass this person for the rest of his life.
I know. It's been
And I'm making good on my promise.
yeah, but sometimes I come out ahead.
Sometimes. Sometimes. But speaking of cleaning up their act, Kurt, do you have any Blac Chyna news?
Doing a piece of China.
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 I'm talking China.
Blac Chyna. Here's Kurt Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, stop me if I did this before. I was having trouble accessing our previous podcast, but so this is from People Magazine. Blac Chyna says her kids, King 13 and Dream 9, don't care about social media. I'm
Yeah.
letting them be kids. Have I done this before?
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that.
Oh no,
Yes.
I thought so. I was trying to access. Oh boy, this is what I have prepared.
Well, you know who else can't access it is King Cairo and Dream.
They can't.
Because they're not on social
I'm looking
media.
I'm looking up something quickly. Oh no, I got images. I'm looking up at Tokyo
Well, what has
Tony.
Tokyo Tony done this
I'm
week?
looking her up. Do you want to
I
hear
love
about?
like when all else fails, you can always
Yeah,
find something on Tokyo Tony.
I should have had a backup. Well, here's something from the great.
Google. Google.
I must have read this one before. It's that grape juice. I know I did that grape juice before. So it's Tokyo Tony slams horse face Kia. Yeah, I did this one. Yeah. Oh
Yes,
man.
we've done.
Oh boy. Let's see what's going on with. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be an anchor, a major
Horse
network news
face
anchor with
Kia.
this kind of thing. Who's the woman that we see who has? They said she had dementia and she was locked away in some.
Wendy Williams?
Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
let's see what's happening with her. I'm sorry, audience. This is unprofessional. All right, let's see the news. Let's see because we haven't kept up with her in a while. Oh, good. Oh no, this is sad. Now she's at someone's funeral. Well,
Well, it's not her funeral.
no, her dad passed away, and
Oh,
it's
yeah, that
her
is
at her
sad.
funeral. I don't want to hear about that. Oh man,
Tokyo Tony didn't yell at
Sorry.
anybody or call anybody a skanko or anything like that.
Nah, she had alcohol-induced dementia. Her lawyer claims that's back in December. Well, that's
But, like,
good because that's terrible.
I just looked up Blac Chyna, and you know when you're in Google, you can switch to the news tab. The
Yeah, you found
third
something?
story down
Blac
in my
Chyna's-
search for Blac Chyna news is a story from 2016. Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna expecting first child from ABC News. Why is that coming up at the top of my feed?
ABC, get your shit together.
I'm trying to see what else
Has
here.
June
See,
Squibb done anything?
it's all the same stuff. Oh man,
Has
I'm
June Squibb?
going to take a look right now, and then we can move on. I apologize to our audience and
Has
and the
Tokyo
media
Tony
public.
not threatened to beat some hoe's ass?
June Squibb is joining Yellow Jackets for the final.
I was going to say that.
Go.
You
There
just
you
scooped
go.
me.
I'm not trying to. You're the Blac Chyna reporter. We need a team, a news team here to report on all the other things.
There
Yes.
are journalism students listening to this and trying to, learn how to do things, and I'm not setting a good example.
They're off making TikToks.
Ugh.
That's the face of new media.
Hey, I can tell you a couple things. Okay, so we know that Britney Spears, she got a DWI,
Yes.
right? So I heard about that, and I heard that Daryl Hannah is really pissed off at the John F. Kennedy show.
Yeah.
Why
because
did they
she's-
not make her look
she's-
good?
She sniffs cocaine in it. She says she's never done it. She never did it.
Well,
That's not cool. They should make they say it's a fictional show of like real people. Shouldn't do that. I disagree with that.
so they showed her like doing lines.
Yeah, so she's not happy. She's
What do you
pissed.
think about- like I have never been enamored by the Kennedy political dynasty, and like
No.
every couple of years there's a new movie or miniseries about JFK, and so now they've moved on to JFK Jr. But like I just have never cared. And
I
they're
think,
doing
yeah.
this movie about like I was alive when JFK Jr. was still around, and I'm like I don't care about this story.
No,
I'm
they
not
should leave
Well, I
it.
did like-
romance.
I did like that Jackie would wear the big glasses because she said that she wore big sunglasses because then you don't squint and you won't get crow's feet.
Oh
Oh,
Yes.
this is me not caring.
no, I like that because I
Well,
might get
You
some Botox. I was thinking about talking to Les about
Kurt,
Botox. No, because I looked in the
Kurt,
mirror.
Botox.
Don't do it.
I looked like a dried up apricot. I said, but I think it was just a bad day. But
Nah.
then I saw
This is
Jim
what you
Carrey.
do.
I saw Jim
This is
Carrey.
what
I
I
said,
do.
forget it. I'm not doing it.
Why was he like Botoxed within an inch?
You
of
didn't
his
see
life?
that? They thought he was an alien. They thought someone was dressed up as and wearing a Jim Carrey mask.
So this is what you do when you go in to get your Botox.
I'm not going
You
to do it.
say, I am an actor and I need to move my face. So I want to go very conservative and get a conservative amount of Botox.
And
And
you
they'll do
think that international movie star Jim Carrey didn't say those words?
Probably not. He's probably like Goldie Hawn on the First Wives Club.
Mm.
I disagree because Jim Carrey's moneymaker has been the elasticity of his fucking face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing. When I see people who that got the plastic surgery, it's like you don't look younger. You just look, I don't know what.
Like a
Something's
cat.
off. Like, why don't you
Like-
just,
like a
it's probably
cat.
just better to look older. So there you go.
Well, no, let's not get crazy, Kurt.
All right.
Like this sounds really harsh, but I think when you watch a lot of the Housewives shows, they all look super young in one part of their face, but like you can't get it all. So it's just like it's really smooth until it's not, and it's unsettling.
Yeah.
Because it's filler. Filler is what does you in.
Filler.
Yes, filler is what does you in. Because you can get too much filler and then have Casper the Friendly Ghost face.
Well, that's not why I have soft lighting. I don't know how I ended up with. I have.
Because Kurt has Sybil Shepherd lighting.
If
today.
anybody watches
What's-
this on YouTube, it looks like I have soft lighting. And
Well,
I
it's because
do.
you put that Vaseline on your lens.
Well,
like
you know,
Sybil Shepherd.
I look like I'm 39, like Jack Benny, and with a youthful comment like that.
it looks
see.
like your camera, like you're recording this from an Olin Mills.
Let's see. Do I have any curves?
Ah,
No,
oh,
look
your
at this.
glamour
I look
shots.
very smooth. Look at this. Look at this.
Your glamour
people.
shots.
I have not had a facelift. If I get a facelift, I look like that.
But Kurt,
Okay,
do
I'm
like
holding-
I would say
I think we're all holding up
27
well.
units of Botox, and you'll be fine. Like 27 units. You can still move your face.
No, I think I'm just gonna. I think I'm just doing okay. So,
Or like a chemical peel. Microdermabrasion.
I would do a
Let's try to do
peel
my
or microdermabrasion, but I'm
Maybe.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not putting stuff in
Microdermabrasion.
there.
I think I still have
And
like
you know,
80% of my hair.
lady,
Yeah.
my Botox lady's joke is like when she's like, she tells you what's in Botox because it's like botulism. And then at the end, her joke is always, okay, so now let's go poison you.
Okay. Well, I think we're all aging well. So there you go.
Yes, I have a big birthday
And
next
knock on
month.
wood.
What?
I have a scary birthday next month.
Ooh. Ooh.
A scary birthday.
You mean there's no cake?
Oh, they're
On brand.
That's what makes
Um,
it scary. There's no cake.
Yeah.
What kind of hellscape is this?
You know who I'm married to. Of course there's going to be cake.
Yes.
Why do you say that? I didn't know. I didn't know that. I thought Kurt was our resident cake expert. I didn't know John.
No, but John,
don't-
my husband loves cake as much as Kurt does.
I love cake too. I ate it at the Abbey. Remember?
I don't share my
That's
brand.
right. You put your life on the line. You put your reputation on the line. And
Well,
cake
look,
at the
Yeah,
end.
like-
that's
Look, you don't see the cake being laced with anything.
This is true.
Lisa Rinna claiming that she was somebody slipped something in her drink at the Abbey.
Yep.
Oh, I did hear some story from the Abbey.
At the
yeah.
traders party.
Yeah, I don't expect people to be eating any cake. I look forward to going there eating cake.
Right? Oh, that is true. They're like, oh, we
Mm.
won't lace the cake. No one even touches that cake.
I mean,
I love-
with the current generation of gays not really drinking as much, like you see it everywhere that like bars aren't doing as well. I
Mhm.
wonder if the Abbey's just like, fuck it, let's just lean into the bakery thing.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I gotta start
Hey,
running
you
again
know,
too. I'm
Those
vain.
cakes do look good.
I'm vain. I gotta lay off the cake. I gotta.
Kurt,
I know.
Kurt, you will
can't.
never lay off cake. Don't
My
even try to
brand's
fool
gonna
yourself.
be. I'm gonna get my. Hey, did you see Mike White on Survivor 50? He's ripped now.
Yes.
So maybe
Oh,
I'll
because
get
Kurt and I
ripped
were
like that.
Kurt and I we were having a conversation, and I said I'd hit that.
Really?
Yes.
Ripped?
Mike White is
He's got
ripped. Yeah,
abs.
he's got abs.
He's got
yeah.
abs.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess you get abs if you're very skinny, and imagine he probably is. I bet he's like naturally a vegetarian or something like that, or
He was doing yoga. I
He's
know,
doing
I think
yoga. He's got money, and he's like a survivalist. So like,
Yeah, he's got money.
Yeah.
Mike White. Yeah, he's got he got that shirt off and everybody was like, "Whoa."
I would hit that.
So there you go.
Less on White Lotus. I'd be good on White Lotus.
we all would.
White
Yes.
Privilege. That's what he
And
has.
Lotus. Well, you know what I like about Mike
Yes.
White?
Yes.
He always gives his survivor friends cameo appearances on White Lotus.
Oh,
And
does he?
every season
Okay.
he does it.
That's
Mm-hmm.
nice of him.
But
Well,
so I'm
that's
like,
good.
oh,
He's doing
that's a nice guy.
he's doing well so far. He hasn't had a tribal council yet.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Because
didn't
everyone's
he
like,
win it
we
before
better
last
keep him
time he was
on.
on?
He made
You're asking if he
it. He
won it?
made it kind of
I don't think he
far.
did. I don't
He
think he
made
won
it
it.
like he didn't make it all the way. He didn't make it all the way before, but he didn't suck. Like he made it a decent amount
He's
of
pretty
time.
good at the athletic stuff. He does pretty well. So yeah.
And
I
now
think
they're
he's
like,
like 50. He's got to be like my age, right? He's like,
Finished in the final 3 in 2018.
oh yeah, that's good.
and
Yeah.
now they're like, we want to be on White Lotus. We better be nice to him. We can't vote him out right away.
Yeah, you gotta be nice to everybody.
They're like,
That's the thing. Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, I want to be on White Lotus Paris with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh no. Sarah Jessica Parker's on this?
But notice I've been really good and sending Jack Hay memes, and like I haven't been sending many Sarah Jessica Parker videos these days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
You know.
We got
Well,
tired of her.
anyway,
All right. Here we go.
I have an 8:30 show, so I guess we should talk about these boring people.
Okay.
Oh, I have some.
These people were boring as fuck. What?
Well, I just think it's interesting that a movie leads up to two people who have no chemistry, and yet the male protagonist, when he's with his former student, they seem to have plenty of chemistry. I keep thinking
Yes,
those
they
two are going to
did.
get together. What was the issue with that? Anyway, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that my problem with this movie, before we even get into it, is that A, the two leads had no chemistry with each other whatsoever, but B, the entire movie is spent not having them together on screen together. Like
Maybe that's for the best.
while focusing on a secondary couple who gets a lot of screen time together and who are likable
Yes.
together.
Yeah.
Yes. And the guy was very sexy in that secondary couple.
And I don't know what the issue with them was, because I kept thinking that was something was going to happen there, but it was like there's not a huge age difference. They don't look inappropriate together. If you want to
Oh,
think
him and his
I didn't think so. He looked
And she
maybe a
graduated.
little-
She graduated college, so she had to be at least 22.
Oh, well, she was yeah, of course she was over 18, but I mean he perhaps looked a hair older than her, and she wasn't.
He's a good 10, 15 years older than her.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
But
because
then that's
the actor is Matt Long, who he was on my favorite CW show. There was a show that lasted one season from Greg Berlanti called Jack and Bobby. And it was set in present day, but it was about two brothers named Jack and Bobby, named after Jack and Bobby Kennedy. And the premise was it's present day, but one of them does actually grow up to be president. And so you're trying to figure out which brother is the one that actually becomes president.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds familiar.
And Logan Lerman was the other one that was on the show.
But yeah, the thing is, it wasn't like a far-fetched age difference at all.
My second cousin married a guy who's
Definitely would have been
14
inappropriate. It would not have
years
been
older.
inappropriate.
No, she married a guy who's 14 years older. They've got like 3 kids.
Mm-hmm. But
It works for them. I don't know.
So-
maybe they wouldn't. Maybe Hallmark thinks that that's not something they want to like lean into. But I mean, I don't know.
well, they're
Those
talking
people
about
have
It would
terrible-
also
Yeah.
blow up
Yeah.
the entire premise of this movie.
Well,
Yeah.
that would have been fine.
The premise was like their paths crossed, but it wasn't quite the right time. And here we go again.
Go out with your former student instead of this redheaded woman who's got a kid at home and you have no chemistry with, and her mom. You don't need that.
He was boring, though. Like the chemistry isn't really her fault. His character was boring. All he talked about was fucking astronomy.
Right.
Talked about fucking. Yeah, that was boring. Yeah, but sometimes there's like a woman who's like hanging on a guy, and will just like the guy was say the boring What was this? I went to some party one time, and all this guy was talking about how you can like reprogram a phone. And boy, this girlfriend she was giving the look of love as he was
Mhm.
rambling on and on and on about the same thing all night.
Maybe she was stoned.
Maybe. Maybe
Sometimes
she had some
I'll
brownies.
look at people in conversation and one of them is just staring at the other. I'm like, that's not love. They are just like not quite there and they're okay with it.
Maybe she was just
Right.
interested in, oh God, I need to do something with my phone too. If I really listen, I won't have to watch that YouTube tutorial.
Right.
Anyway, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're at an eclipse.
So this is called The Stars Between Us, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's 7 years ago. We're watching an eclipse. This guy's having issues with his telescope.
Not a euphemism. Although
This
maybe
girl,
it
this girl is having issues with her boyfriend, who's gay.
is.
We don't know he's gay,
Really?
but he's gay.
Oh, girl.
Oh,
Her. Girl.
I didn't pick
Girl.
up. I didn't know. Who am I? I'm girl.
Girl.
Oh, no, he was girl.
Not knowing that Les and I clocked this.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson called me his brother.
Oh,
And
the
now
late
I'm
Jesse
girl.
Jackson.
Yeah. He said, "How you doing, brother?" So there you
This
go.
guy was like gayer than I was like, well, she's like, he's not interested. And I'm like, well, no.
Whoa.
Why are
Not
you
Je-
surprised?
You're talking about the guy in the movie. It was
Yes.
gayer. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, not Jesse
boyfriend that
Jackson.
like wasn't on time because he like was supposed to bring the eclipse glasses.
Right.
Oh, nah. Yeah. Now I get it. I get it now.
So she meets Malcolm, the guy with the telescope.
Fucked up telescope. Was the problem with this telescope is that that it was length impaired?
Yes.
Length impaired. It was not. It was a limp telescope. Astrology is boring. They could have some aliens in this or something like that. Something interesting.
Right.
They discover a planet. Oh,
Then he's telling her how his girlfriend isn't interested, and she's telling him her fiance didn't show up.
what's that tell you, kids?
So then Malcolm tells Kim, you can use my eclipse glasses. But then her boyfriend shows up. Well, no, first I wrote, and then a gay guy got on a microphone and said, hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, he was gay too?
Oh, honey.
I didn't get gay from that one.
Okay, let's just say
He doesn't like to be on the mic.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have an eclipse. Put your glasses
Well, you're as bad as
on,
I am.
people.
I've talked about this before. My notes are often just not racist, but definitely race related. Where I'll say a black man just walks in the office and talks to an Asian woman.
Well,
It does help identify when we're going to Hallmark movies.
Yes.
We're probably not going to see another black man or Asian woman in the movie.
Yeah.
right. So then he gives her the glasses, but then her boyfriend does show up.
Yeah.
She leaves. Everybody sees the eclipse. And then 7 years later, she's in Chicago. She's working at a news station. The anchor's telling dad jokes
that she wrote.
The part-time because she's a part-time news writer. She wants to make her mark at the station and she wants to be a reporter, but she sucks at her job.
Well, she sucks at being on camera. And I found this kind of wild that like they were letting her try out to be a reporter in Chicago, which is media market number 3. Like you go and you work in the tiny little armpit markets for years until you get to a market that big.
Because I remember I had a friend who was she was becoming a reporter and she had to move to Arkansas for a while.
Yeah.
She moved to Arkansas for like 3 or 4 years, and then earned her way back to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then the woman who was supposed to be the reporter, her kid has pink eye. And we all know that pink eye is very contagious. So
Okay.
she had to take off work. So the boss says, Kim, okay, you can go ahead and do this, but don't fuck it up. And my nepo baby nephew is your producer. And so then we see Kim, she's talking to her daughter. Her daughter's staying with grandma. And we find out that Kim is a divorcee.
Ooh.
Which Hallmark has come a long way because they just flat out said it.
And they even, I don't know if they said it or implied that the husband just didn't want to be married anymore. Was it like it was an amicable breakup, and they both sort of parted ways and were like, oh, we still care for our daughter. It's like, no, he wasn't in the picture.
Well, the husband probably wanted a dude.
Really? Wow, it's a wild world over here at home.
She's got a history. Oh, you think it was the guy from earlier?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That was her husband. Okay.
Yes. Because they were fiancés at the time.
Oh, wow.
Well, you were thinking she had a history, like she got rid of that guy, and then she got she got another guy.
Yeah. And maybe she is that person that just like every guy she dates is like, oh, honey, no, not another one.
How does that happen?
Right. It happens.
It happens because if you're if you're not like trying to get dick down and you just want to meet a nice guy who's nice to me. Well, like a gay guy will use you as the like, okay, I can bring you home to my mom and dad and they'll leave me alone.
Right. And especially if you're beautiful. Because then, then your parents are really going to leave you alone. So her mom is into astrology. So her mom's always wanting to read her charts.
That could be controversial.
Astrology?
I mean, she should have whipped out like a Ouija board. She said, "No, I can't get anything from the astrology reading."
That would have been cool.
They were I don't know if normalizing is the word, but they were treating astrology as more legitimate than it's often given credit for being. That was a big theme in this movie.
There are some strict spiritual people who I think would have issues with astrology.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it's pretty, it's a soft impact. That's why I think she should have whipped out a Ouija board and they should have contacted like the demon in the wall or something like that. Let's see what he has to say about it.
I want her to call Miss Cleo.
I'm Miss Cleo.
Call me now. Call me now if you have a good read.
I see a new baby in the next 3 months.
And she's like, Miss Cleo,
I'm not even but not married. For your baby.
She's like, Miss Cleo, I'm not even married. I'm a divorcee.
Oh my goodness.
So she says to her mom, well, 7 years ago, I was at an eclipse and I met this really nice guy. And her mom's like, well, your chart says that, it could happen again.
Another 7 years.
So then we cut to boring Malcolm and he's talking to his sexy friend.
His friend was hot. His friend was really hot.
Yes. And hot with an accent. And I like an accent.
Was it a New Zealand accent? Is that what they said it was?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That accent was a little hard to pinpoint.
He was very hot, though. Travis. And so...
Okay.
So Travis is basically... Oh, so then we... the next day, Claire, Kim is going with her segment producer, Claire's the camera woman, right?
Claire's
with
the
her camera woman, Claire.
They're both going and they meet Reed, who is the nephew of the station manager, and Reed is coked out of his gourd.
Oh, so coked out.
God, was he manic.
Reed was just
Reed.
like doing bumps.
That's why his name's Reed. He's using a reed to suck up that coke.
He put a line of coke down for every sentence in a book, and he read it with his nose.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Poor kid.
And so and then they also were given a shitty van.
At least I got something.
So then we see Kim. She's rehearsing and she sucks.
Yeah, these people aren't very good.
Yeah. And
how did this woman graduate journalism school?
I don't
seriously.
know.
Like, she couldn't get through a sentence.
She needs to go elsewhere. Find something that she might be good at. Stop pursuing someone she doesn't have any chemistry with, who she met 7 years ago. Life's a disaster.
Right.
She needs to change her name and hide out in the middle of like Montana or something like that.
No, she needs to go work for the Trevor Project because she is clearly very welcoming to the gays.
Right.
Very comforting.
She should buy a house at the base of a volcano. I may have brought this up before, just because it's risky real estate, but it's good value. And so just take it from there. That's my advice to her.
So
I like to give advice.
So then Kim runs into Steve, who's a dick as well.
You dick.
Her rival, he's like a rival newscaster from a different station.
He's trying to give her truth. He's trying to shake her up a little bit. Although in a really smarmy way. I think that's a word.
Yeah.
Like, look, it is true that she was really fucking bad, but it's not his place to tell her that. Let her be bad. She works for your competitor.
Right.
Let her stick up their joint. Don't help her.
Yeah.
Right.
He should just leave her alone.
And then Steve like tells her to get out of the way.
Yeah, get out of the way. Don't laugh at the unfortunate. It's not nice.
Or conversely, if she is so bad and she's your competitor, do your stand up right there with her rehearsing poorly in the background. And point out how like you have better coverage.
Right.
That's a little mean too, though.
So then,
I don't know.
Well, we've already established that Steve is a
dick.
He's a dick.
So then we see Malcolm and sexy Travis, and
Malcolm? So you're saying that Travis is like so hot? Does Travis elevate Malcolm when they're together, or does he? Or is there just doesn't?
Oh yeah.
How's it go?
If you're trying to get in Travis's pants, and Malcolm's good looking, Malcolm's just boring as fuck. So if Travis wingman's Malcolm will get laid easily.
Oh,
okay,
totally.
Good. All right, good to know.
Because Travis could lure them in with his good looks and his accent.
Yeah, if they don't have to talk to Malcolm, then sure.
Yeah.
But then they're going to be surprised by his length of impaired telescope.
Yeah. So yeah, Travis.
Is good life advice.
Travis is the lure.
Nice. See that?
Take notes.
I'm taking notes. I'm sure many people at home are as well.
So then Meredith shows up and Malcolm's like, oh no. She was like my former student. She's like annoying as fuck. And so then
like Malcolm found her annoying because she has a personality and he doesn't.
Right.
He's like, what's that called?
So then Travis is kind of walking away from this and he bumps into Claire. And he tells Claire, I like your camera.
What else did he tell Claire? Do you remember? It was the one, and it was a giant red flag, but it was a red flag for Travis.
Something about focus.
No, his favorite movie. Do you remember what he said his favorite movie is?
Oh, Weekend at Bernie's.
Clockwork Orange.
Weekend at Bernie's 2. Not even Weekend at Bernie's.
2.
Weekend at Bernie's 2 is this film professor's favorite movie.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
And I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but I will mention it again. I once participated in a staged reading along with Terry Kaiser, aka Bernie, of Weekend at Bernie's 3 Extreme Bernie. That was going to take Bernie into the world of extreme sports. Carry on.
But what was Terry Kaiser? Did he have any lines?
He's a producer on the movie, and he would be in it as Bernie.
But Bernie's dead. So what did he have?
That's
Right.
the whole premise of the first 2 movies.
But he doesn't have any lines.
He is a
He's
producer
dead.
on the movie. He was at the staged reading because he's going to
Oh.
make money off this if it gets filmed.
Oh, he didn't read. He wasn't one of the readers then.
No, he was there to like observe and imagine.
Right.
You were, what was your role in this?
I don't remember. I wasn't reading for one of the guys. I think I either did stage directions or I did like a small part or something. I don't remember. I
Okay.
just remember that I participated in it because even at the time of like, this will be a fun story to tell people. So
It is.
Right.
I also once participated in a staged reading of an animated movie, and they really liked my read, but they ended up casting Howie Mandel instead.
Yeah.
Well, there
But
you
they
go.
almost cast me in a role because they liked my reading in this.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I did a few of those.
Oh, another thing that we forgot to mention is that
Hmm.
Malcolm wanted to run into this doctor, Dr. Longfellow, because he wrote a book and he wanted Dr. Longfellow to read his book.
I did Longford. I don't know if it makes any
Dr.
difference. but-
Longford. It was Longford.
Yeah. What'd you say? Longfellow?
I said Longfellow, but it was Longford. And Dr.
Longford.
Longford was
Yeah.
a famous professor who had a podcast.
Such
Yeah. He's less organized than we are.
he was a podcaster with a following talking about astronomy. He had
Yes.
like a Charlie Kirk level amount of fame as a podcaster talking about astronomy.
When he should have been drinking cranberry juice and focusing on his bladder.
Well, there's that.
Does he do a Blac Chyna report on his podcast?
No, he does a PP report.
A PP report?
What would
What's
that sound
that?
like, Wes?
And
What's
now it's time for the PP report.
What's a PP? What are you talking about? PP? Maybe it's better I just find it on my own. I don't know what you're talking about.
Urinating, Kurt. The guy had this is a big thing later in the movie where he can't get to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
He needed Depends.
Oh. Well,
That
nobody's
was a
sitting at
focal
home.
part of the movie.
People listening to this, they don't know what you're talking about unless they've seen the movie. All right.
So,
I'm back on the saddle. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
and that's right. Travis made a joke to Claire. I had to give I moved to LA to become a filmmaker, but I had to give it up because I was losing focus. But
Oh boy. Well, yeah.
so Reed, meanwhile, the producer, is fucking up big time.
Because of all that coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad scene over there.
And they go to check into their room that Reed was supposed to reserve 3 rooms. Well, he was so coked out, he only reserved 1.
This is where there's an excuse for an orgy. But
Yeah,
you're doing all that coke, it's
because he has.
We don't know
coke
that
dick.
they didn't have one.
Mhm.
No,
was
he
getting
was too
that vibe.
coked out for an orgy.
Yeah,
No,
it's
is
kinda
it- if you do coke, then you get it like you can't really perform, right?
like-
Yeah.
Right.
So we're pretty sure that probably not much went down.
Well, we don't know. Maybe they brought some other things along with the camera equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to further explore that.
So
That's what Reed said to them.
so Reed and Kim hate each other and are going at it. And I kind of admire Claire for this because Claire's like, you know what, you idiots, you two deal with this. I'm going to the bar and having a drink.
Oh, I think I like that too. I was like, this is your problem.
Because while
Yeah.
Claire's at the bar having a drink, she meets sexy Travis. And so,
They had chemistry. I thought.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so she's talking to sexy Travis. Sexy Travis is making moves. Claire's making moves back. And I like the fact that they weren't a lame Hallmark couple. They literally were just making moves on each other.
Yeah, like hitting on each other in a hotel bar.
Right. Claire's drinking
Kinda
drinking
dirty.
some wine. Claire's drinking a glass of wine. He offers her a drink. She accepts it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Kim comes up and cockblocks.
Kim was a
Ugh.
fucking asshole for doing that. Actually, she was a dick.
You dick.
That's right.
Travis was actually moving in.
Oh, yeah.
And Claire
Yeah.
was ready. She was ready. She's ready to go.
She blocked him.
And Kim, but I do like the fact though that when Kim cockblocked, he had a chance to ask her out, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna see each other later." Like they didn't freak out about it. They're like, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna see her later."
True. But still, I would have been like, hey, Kim, I'll meet you in a second.
People are walking at the wrong.
So
Wrong
Claire
times.
has to go. Claire has to go upstairs and basically treat Reed and Kim like they're children.
Yeah. Well, they're acting like it. Doesn't Reed lock himself in the room? Has that happened yet?
Yes,
He did.
Yeah. That's really,
Yes.
you know.
And so Claire tells Kim, you know what? You need to just apologize to him because you were a bitch.
Sometimes you do have to deal with people like this, and it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So Travis goes to Malcolm and he's like, you know what? I have like I met this woman and I have an instant connection with her. Have you ever had that happen? And then Malcolm says, well, 7 years ago, I was watching an eclipse with my telescope all out and I met this woman and she gave me good advice. So then they have like this party that was like a poor man's
Eyes wide shut.
Eyes wide shut.
What kind of
I
hotel is this?
I wrote in my notes, it was the saddest recreation of Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes.
To make it more interesting, I found the Eyes Wide Shut music, like the Masquerade music, and I played that in the background. It was this music like wow.
Creating your own soundtrack.
Yeah, I added my own like layer. Wow. That's the music.
That sounds like
love
a
Eyes Wide Shut.
didgeridoo.
I know it does sound like a didgeridoo.
Wow, that's the music from Eyes Wide Shut. Music was kind of weird, but I like that movie a lot. But yeah, it was very strange.
You were asking Chris something about the hotel. You said like what kind
of hotel has a masquerade party? What that?
Well, it wasn't the hotel.
Weird.
Like when a lot of times when you have these like big events or big conferences, somebody will throw a party related to that. And like it seemed like the eclipse was a big deal in this town because it had happened twice in 7 years. So it was probably some sort of thing that was set up to make money off of people being in town.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're in their masks, and then Travis is looking around for Claire, and then Malcolm is there, but then Meredith shows up in her mask.
Remember years ago there was a
who
reality
showed up
show.
in her mask? You said
Meredith,
Meredith.
the student. Meredith. Her name is
Oh,
Meredith.
that's
her
her
name's
name?
Meredith?
Yeah.
Wait, I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, it is Meredith.
Yeah, her name is Meredith.
It is Meredith. I was thinking, remember there's a reality show years ago where like Monica Lewinsky was like sort of like the co-host, and it was all these guys were. It was like The Bachelorette, but all these guys wore a mask, and so she would have to. It was called like Mr. Personality or something like that. And she would have to like choose them for their personality instead of their looks.
Well,
Isn't that kind of the premise of Love Is Blind too?
Maybe,
Yes.
but I think it was before that. And then in the first episode, she decided which half of the guys had to go. And of course, I think she could tell who was good looking and who wasn't anyway, even though they're
If
wearing
you
a
wear
mask.
just like a little mask around the eyes, you can largely tell if someone's attractive.
Kind of had the mask, but so most of the guys would take out the mask and she'd be like, okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But then a couple she got wrong. A couple guys turned the mask and they were actually good looking. And she was like, oh. I was like, well, you're not really learning your lesson, are you?
I love that.
Yeah, she was like, oh, I should have kept him. But most of them, you know, she got the less attractive gentleman on, which was that was the whole point of the show. She was supposed to be choosing people for their personality. Anyway,
So Travis is still obsessed with Dr. Longford reading his book.
You mean Malcolm is.
Longford.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
And so then Kim goes and calls her daughter.
Wait, before,
Oh, that's right.
Before she calls she calls the daughter. Sorry, I interrupted too soon.
And by the way, Malcolm and Kim keep on missing each other.
Oh, it's
Like
so
things
dumb.
keep on happening, so they keep on missing each other.
It's a device that is. We already know where how it's going to pay off.
But like, you
we
can
don't
have
care.
a movie where your leads are, the whole point is like they haven't gotten together yet. Like Sleepless in Seattle is a great example of this. They spend very little time together on screen, but like you get to see why they like each other, and you get to see why it would actually work even when they're not together.
Mm-hmm. So
This one doesn't work.
Kim calls her mom, and I don't know if you noticed this, it bugged me, is Kim called her mom like normal way where she's holding her phone in portrait mode. Her mom was on the call in landscape mode.
Oh,
It's not compatible.
no, but I didn't notice it. Many people aren't compatible in this movie.
Fair.
So then Dr. Longford is talking about how he's recording his podcast.
Well, he calls into the party. They set
yeah.
this party, and they're like,
On a
everybody
screen.
look at the TV screen, and it's like fucking Max Headroom, Dr. Longford up on the screen, like doing a plug for his podcast, and everybody there is just rapt. This is the most exciting thing they've ever seen, is this stupid fucking announcement.
And he probably zoomed in because he had to pee and couldn't leave the toilet.
Yeah.
And this guy, this Dr. Longford has this much influence over these people. He's who could we equate him with?
Like Joe Rogan. He was literally, they were
Joe
treating
Rogan.
it like he was literally as famous as a podcaster as Joe Rogan.
Wow. Okay.
And he was promoting that he was doing a live podcast after the eclipse. You know what that's called? A radio show.
Yes. So
Is it on a radio station though?
I don't know, but it's like they were talking about it like it was going to be like broadcast live after the eclipse.
My Heart Radio would have like live podcast though. Maybe that's what he has.
Yeah, because they are a radio
iHeart.
company, and it's a feed from their radio station.
Okay, so it's like some local radio station. Wow. Okay. Wow, the
So-
medium is the message. I'll tell you.
So Kim
right.
starts talking to Malcolm, but they're wearing masks, so they don't recognize each other. And
Okay.
but then she gets a message that her boss, Reed's uncle, wants to talk to them all. And first he yells at him and he's like, "You guys are fucking up, dumbasses."
Yeah, he curses a lot.
And then he says,
Who was cursing in this movie?
Yeah, I'm cursing this movie. I was surprised.
and then he says, "You better get it together because our affiliate is having problems. And so they want to use you too. And so we're going national."
The profanity. This was the Eddie Murphy Raw of Hallmark films.
He's like, we're going national. So get it together.
Get together. So now they're going. So Jason, you were disturbed there in Chicago. Now they're going national.
Yeah, not only is she not qualified to be on in Market 3, she's not qualified to be nationally syndicated for this major event that's happening.
They hooked up that high beam telescope and discovered that she's going to be broadcast on other planets as well. Other life forms are going to be watching her.
Like
But I love
imagine
that
like a presidential inauguration and some like podunk local TV station. They pluck somebody from that station that's never been on the air, and they're like, "Okay, you're covering the inauguration."
Breaking news.
But I love the fact that Claire once again is like, "Okay, this is your problem, not mine. I'm going to go and meet hot Travis and get dick down."
Well, because Claire's job is merely to flip on the camera and tell her, like, when she's on, she can't help that Kim sucks. That's
So-
on
so-
Kim to figure
That's
out.
not her job.
So
Yeah.
Claire's like, I'm gonna go get dicked down by my hot dude.
Sure, for sure.
You dick.
You dick.
Down.
So she leaves them and she goes.
You don't come to work to
and-
be dick down. That's not that's not responsible.
She's not at work at the
She's a
moment.
camera
She's
woman.
on a work
She's-
trip, but they're not filming right now. And Travis, the film professor, is there with his giant long lens
And,
from
The
and
lines
she's
are
getting,
blurred. The
ready
lines
to
are
and-
blurred.
and she's-
Shire.
She's getting dicked down. She's not getting coked up like Reed. She can
No.
function the next
Jesus.
day.
What this? I didn't see this film as a den of
I
debauchery.
mean, they're
Now I am.
essentially like this is the equivalent of like going away on a convention. Like, you
I'm
know,
starting to
Yeah,
like
you're at
this.
some strange hotel, a bunch of randos there. People are putting key cards in a bowl.
Holy-
Right.
I'm starting to like this movie now. This is
So
a
then
debauchery
Claire-
nightmare.
So I love it. Claire goes
I didn't see
and
it this
finds
way.
Travis. Claire goes find Travis, and they just start making out.
I don't blame him. Do what you can do and relieve the
And
boredom.
then, now this is a part. This is one part that I did like Malcolm, because Claire, at one point, Claire and Travis are talking to Malcolm. Malcolm's telling the story that's so boring that they just start making out to pass the time, and Malcolm knows to get up and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a wet noodle.
And so
Wet blanket. He's wet something.
What is pants?
so meanwhile,
Well, this is
Reed-
also so as he's getting ready to leave. Then Claire is like, "Let's the three of us take a selfie."
yeah,
Huh?
she's being nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel sorry for the person, so you're just being nice. I want you to
Let's
feel
take a-
like you're included.
Let's take a 3 and a selfie because I
Yeah.
feel sorry for you.
So then Travis tells his story. Poor Travis. He went to Hollywood to be a filmmaker, but he ran out of money, so he became a college professor.
Okay.
And then I like how they started talking and having a common sense Hallmark conversation. We're falling for each other, but we don't live near each other. What are we going to do?
So
And
what was the solution?
neither agreed to give up their life. And I was like, okay, you go, Hallmark, very good.
Oh, that's good.
So
Because
then-
now we're in a new Hallmark where you can imply that Travis is still getting it in.
right.
Oh, yeah.
So then Malcolm calls Dr. Longford's office, and his assistant is like, "Oi, you again?"
No, Reed calls him.
Oh, Reed.
Wait, we have a
Oh, 'cause Malcolm
podcast. Do you
called
guys
too.
do you guys have an assistant?
Because Malcolm called, and she was like, "You called me 5 other times." And yes, I'll give him your message, but like nothing's changed since you called 3 times ago.
And
then-
no, I don't have an assistant, Kurt. But again, I'm not like we're not the level of like a Joe Rogan or
Oh,
like
he probably has an assistant.
or what's that? Call her daddy or call like we're not that big yet.
And then Reed
Kill
calls
Tony.
them.
Isn't that another big one right now?
Yeah.
Kill Tony. Where do we rank in the podcast? There's like a list. They're like a top 5. Where are we? Is there like are we somewhere on a
So
list?
we're on the list.
We're on the list. Do you know the number? You just want to say it?
I mean, it's probably got some digits in it, plural.
Okay.
Oh, then yeah, Reed called and actually stole the podcast interview from Steve because he said we're going national.
Like, look, we've making fun of Reed because he's doing all kinds of coke, but his shiftiness actually helped him
Yes.
steal this interview.
His cokiness, his sketchiness
Yes.
from hanging out with like coke dealers.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he's got to know how to talk to these people. Because
Yeah.
listen,
Oh,
Longford is
Back out.
doing bumps of coke too. Like that's what
Oh,
he didn't, maybe he
totally.
didn't have to pee. He was probably going to like go do a bump before the interview.
probably. Oh, so then at one point,
He's peeing powder.
Reed was having a conversation
debauchery.
with him, and then he brings up how he was raised by a single mother. I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
He's connecting with her because she's a single mom.
Oh,
Who's a single mother? I stopped paying attention. I'm
Kim
sorry,
was a single mother,
Kim
and
and
Reed was
Kim.
raised by a
Oh
single
yeah,
mother.
yeah. Reed's mom. Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah. They look like they could start getting it on in this scene. They're like sitting on each other's beds.
It did,
practically.
but also, did you?
Ugh.
It wasn't in this scene. It was the earlier scene when they had their first heart to heart. Did you notice the way they had Reed styled? It was like they were trying to do a mini recreation of Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh no! Oh, he did look a little like that, that guy.
He looked like
Yeah,
Evan
yeah, yeah.
Hansen in one scene.
Remember that
So
movie came
then-
out and the kid who played Evan Hansen was like way too old.
Ben Platt, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. He was like Evan Hansen's grandfather.
Yeah, they did that with Rent too. They made a Rent movie, which I actually liked, but they were too old. Anyway, that's it.
Oh, so then Malcolm was telling Meredith or someone that he was a teacher because of someone who he met at an eclipse 7 years ago, which was Kim. So
Yes.
then the next day was the day of the eclipse, and Claire was talking about how she went and said goodbye to Travis, but they were gonna like use common sense. And then Steve is mad because Steve is like, "You motherfuckers lured my interview away from me, Dr. Longford."
Did you think it was shitty that Malcolm told Claire, like, hey, Travis just got through a breakup?
Yes, I do think that was shitty. That was not his story
Like,
to tell.
I think he
yeah,
was trying to be helpful, but it almost seemed like sabotage.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, Malcolm needs to. He doesn't have the people skills for that kind of stuff. Those kind of
No.
interactions. Yeah.
Malcolm's a bummer.
Yeah.
So then,
He's a-
so then, who was it? Someone said that they read. Oh,
he's
he
a
was
flat
talking.
line.
Malcolm was talking to Meredith, or who was he talking to, saying that he wanted Dr. Longford to read his book, and
Ugh.
then
I think he was talking to Meredith about that. Because there was something that came up where I wrote in my notes, oh, I bet Meredith is going to become Reed's love interest.
right, and then okay, I had to leave the room for a second. So then what happened?
I don't know. I'm lost on my notes. What?
Um,
me see.
Malcolm meets Reed. He finds out about the Longford interview and starts getting a boner for like he might be able to get an introduction there. And so then we're at the festival, the big Eclipse Festival, with your favorite guy on stage introducing shit. And Malcolm tells Travis, go find Claire.
That's
I
right.
guess I don't remember why though.
Go find Claire.
Oh,
And Travis-
basically like it was basically like I don't need you. I don't need your help right now. And you want to go dick your girlfriend down, so go do that because you're not needed here.
Go dick her down.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Longford shows up, and he has like, they wanted to pre-interview him, and he's like, I don't do that. I gotta pee.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
see
Kim
that.
also like she did her little tease on the
Yeah.
network, and it actually went well. She didn't stumble over herself like a moron.
Right.
He doesn't say he has to pee. We don't know what.
He says has to go to the
form.
bathroom.
This is
We don't know
true.
what form.
We suspect it could either be a bump of coke or
Right.
the high fiber intake. We're not sure.
Right. So he
High
ate
fiber.
like some Metamucil pills or something.
A lot of things could go on in the
Or
bathroom.
Metamucil bars.
Like,
Well, he's on his,
he
he's
woke
running
up
to
that
the
morning and he's like, I want that third bowl of grape nuts,
right.
but I'm going to chase it with a gallon of heavy cream.
I went
So
into
he's
a gas.
running-
I may have talked about this before in this podcast. I went to a gas station bathroom and someone wrote "Rod Stewart loves the Hamptons" on the wall.
You
I mentioned this
did
before.
notice
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
That's probably what he's doing. He's in the bathroom to write down the wall.
He
So
probably
then-
just puts up ads about his fucking podcast.
Well, maybe we should too. Dr. Longford's got it going on.
So then Dr. Longford's running the bathroom, and Steve runs into him and says, hey, you're going the wrong way. You go this way to the bathroom, and sends him the wrong way to the bathroom.
A saboteur.
And then what happened after that? So I had to leave the room again.
What was going on in the other room?
Because I got to get ready. I was getting ready.
Oh,
okay. I have to have my stuff ready because I got to run after this. I have a show
Well,
in an
people
hour.
want to know. Audiences are listening to this and saying, "What's happening in the other room?"
I have to be
All right.
ready to run after this. I have
All
a
right,
show
we better
literally
keep
in an
going then.
hour.
All right, here we go.
They realize like, hey, interview's coming up. Dr. Longford has gone off to take care of his fiber intake, and but he's not picking up because of the spotty coverage.
Ugh.
He's chowing down on a lunar cake. How did you feel about that, Kurt?
How did you feel about that?
He was eating a lunar cake. What did I think
Yes.
about that? I don't have an opinion. I don't have a memory of that. I do remember him going to the bathroom. I remember this Dr. Longford, but I don't remember did somebody give it to him?
I think he bought it like when he went on his way to meet them. So like he runs off to the bathroom.
Oh. Wait, let's see if my
he's
notes.
missing. And then Reed is like, okay, well, let's pivot. Malcolm's an astronomy professor. So tells Claire Travis, take the equipment up the hill. Reed gives Kim a pep talk like, hey, you can do this. And they go up the hill to do this interview. Kim still doesn't know that the guy she's going to be interviewing is boring Malcolm.
Right.
And then Malcolm is freaking out about being on camera because he's never done this shit before. He still hasn't met Kim. And then they're going to link the feed from the telescope and the antenna. And they talk about like, oh my God, why did nobody think of this before? Yeah. Why did nobody think if we have the capability to actually show live coverage of the eclipse happening, they didn't think to do that before today, the day of the eclipse?
They're learning on the job.
They are morons. So they do that, and then the camera's on, and Kim and Malcolm turn towards each other, and they're both like, "Oh, what? Huh? You?" And they're like doing the interview, but like flirting while they're doing the
It's terrible.
interview.
It's terrible.
It was bad. It was actually bad TV.
Yeah.
And then that happens, and then the student at Meredith asks Reed out on a date because she needs some coke.
Well, he was trying to. Malcolm was trying to hook her up with him. He's like, "Oh, he's cute, huh?" I was like, "Oh, that's appropriate." So why wouldn't it be appropriate for him to ask her out himself?
I mean, is it possible that Meredith doesn't like the D?
Right. Well, yeah,
we
Wait,
don't know.
the B,
the D,
the B, oh, the D,
Dick.
but she's now with Reed.
Well, she is, but like, we don't know what.
But maybe she likes the V.
Like he can't get it up the coke.
Right.
Oh, so he's like a safe place for her.
Maybe she likes the V.
Anyway, Kim and Malcolm are chatting. It's getting darker, and they kiss, and they miss the eclipse. These dumb fucks.
Did they?
Missed the eclipse.
I saw this a couple of days ago.
And
Well,
then
that was
Longford
dumb.
comes. He invites Kim and Malcolm onto the podcast. And his sign off of the podcast, he's like a fucking shitty Casey Kasem. He says, keep your head in the clouds and the stars in your eyes.
And that was it.
That's it. I don't even like that.
No.
And what did Dr. Longford? What else was he going to do? So he just invites people on his podcast.
On the podcast, and they were going to
Going
put
into
it
a
on the
threesome with them.
Right.
Why
And-
doesn't
and
he
then
have that's the guy's the Pornhub math teacher on his podcast? That's what he needs. Probably
Why not?
will. Probably will.
Well, anyway, kids.
That guy listens to us. All right. Yes.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta do the
So,
show, man.
If you want to catch me, you can find me on my website, letscrocodilebarrett.com. Jason.
Please rate, review, and subscribe to us wherever you get to your podcast. It helps more people find the show. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Lifetime of Hallmark Podcast, on TikTok at Lifetime of Hallmark Pod, and on Blue Sky at Lifetime of Hallmark. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Big Shot Jason. Kurt.
Okay, so go to the Shelf Shedding Movie Podcast. That's Jason DeBray, a brand new podcast, brand new shows. We have half of the Oscar podcast is finished. I think it's done. I think it's up. So go listen to that. And I'm recording the rest of it tomorrow night.
When is DeBray coming out here?
We could aim for next week. Let's aim for that because the Oscars are coming up. Oscars are coming up. All right.
Let's do that.
All right.
And yeah, that's it. I gotta go. I gotta be on stage an hour. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.